Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to remote learning. Today is the third week. This is Google Classroom. I hope you are all doing well and enjoying your holidays. This is grade 3 sciences. We are going to conduct the double lesson of this third week. So hopefully you are all doing your studies, you are learning, you are enjoying, and I would advise you to do your work timely. Before I start my written work, I always say keep your stationery items and skill books with you along with your other things that you need so that you may submit your work timely after completing it with me, and that is very important for you. So students, do your work timely and submit it timely in the Google Classroom. Up till now we were studying about the matter. There are three phases of matter: solid, liquid and gas. In solid, all the particles are joined together. In liquid, particles are far, far away from each other. Now, in the gas, particles are far, far away from each other. In solids, particles just oscillate and don't leave their place. In liquids, particles slide past over each other, while in gas, the particles are away from each other to a very long distance. So students, this is very important to understand that due to the particle arrangement of the matter, the particles make up the properties of the matter. In solid, particles are very close, that is why solids have definite shape. In liquids, particles are slide past over each other, that is why the liquid have no shape, but they take up the shape of container. In gas, the liquid are far, far away, that's why the gas particles, they don't have any shape. So students, we are going to start our work for today. So let's start with this 3.4, melting, freezing and boiling. All the phases of matter like solid, liquid and gas, they show their properties of melting, boiling and freezing according to the particle arrangement. Solid, they become liquid at high temperature. Liquid, they become gas at high temperature. Similarly, when we cool down the types of matter, for example, liquid turn into solid on freezing at low temperature. A gas may turn back into liquid at low temperature. So here is what is the phase change upon heating or cooling. So on cooling, the phases change into the other one. For example, when steam or the liquid phase, gas phase of water, it is cooled down, it turns back into the liquid phase of water. Why it happens? Because at the cooling temperature, steam lose energy and turn into liquid. What happened to the water when you put it in the freezer? So it changes into ice because liquid lose energy and turn into solid. Now complete the sentence below. Fill the sentence phase with the phase change of water went through when it is frozen. So water when it is liquid phase, upon cooling it turns into ice or solid phase. Now towards the next page, it is observing boiling, as you all might have seen boiling at home. So boiling is one way when you turn the liquid phase into gas. So whenever you just heat up any liquid, it will first of all become hot and then turn into vapors. So whenever you will heat the water in any container, it will change into liquid. Now turn towards the next page, observing a lit candle. Now whenever we lit up a candle, you can see that you might have seen at home. whenever the flame is on, the area which is near the flame, it is in the liquid phase, while the area of the candle which is away from this liquid phase, it is solid. This part is near the flame and this part which is solid is away from flame. So whenever the candle melts, it turns from solid into liquid phase due to heat. And whenever the liquid flows down, you can see from this part the melted can turn back into solid phase. We will see it in the classroom when we will inshallah join the physical classes. We will see that how the solid turn into liquid and how the liquid may turn back into the solid again. So when the liquid candles wax melted down, it come down. After melting, it may turn into solid wax again. Here the candle wax is liquid. Upon coming down and cooling, it becomes solid. This part of candle wax is near the flame, so that is why it is liquid. Now let's start what happened to the candle when it is burnt. So candle will melt. So candle wax will turn from solid phase to the liquid phase. So whenever you heat up the wax, when you heated it more, so black smoke come out. Sometimes we can see even the black smoke also come out along with the flame. Describe the phase change that happened when you heated it more. Candle wax, upon heating, turn into liquid gas. What happened to the liquid wax when it is cooled down? It will again become solid. What phase change took place? Liquid may turn into solid phase. Now coming back towards 3.5, melting of different solid. Describe the phase change in the substance went through when you heated it. Solid phase turned into liquid. Because whenever we heat any solid, it may turn into liquid due to high temperature. So whenever we use the identical plates, we have the same temperature, and so this would be the condition for any test that we do for solid melting towards the liquid phase. In what way is the investigation was not fair test? Because usually we don't take the similar things and we don't take the same temperature. That is why the investigation they are not fair. What will happen to the water if you continue heating it? Sometime when we heat the water, it becomes hot water, but on continuous heating, it may turn into steam. What do you think the substances take different times to melt? Different substances will take different time to melt because it is not possible to have the equal amount of thing with the equal heating temperature. So this was all from your today's lesson. This was 3.4 and 3.5 unit of your skill book. So complete your work and submit it timely in the Google Classroom. Thank you very much, students. Allah Hafiz.